Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, the 20th of December, 2022, coming up to the Christmas holiday. Let's look at the news quickly. Again, nothing today. Okay, no major news releases today. The only news we have coming up is CB Consumer Confidence tomorrow at 10 a.m. and then Core PCE Price Index on Friday. So a very slow news week. Going to the daily time frame now, just to do our top-down analysis of the Dow Jones Index. We have here, coming on from yesterday, same kind of action. We have a slowing of this collapse at the moment here. So we have a slowing of this collapse to the downside, and we're now resting on the overhead sliding resistance level that's become overhead sliding support here. Okay, 0.4 and now 0.5, but on the outside of this overhead channel. So we're still holding, demand is holding here at 33,000. I'm going to just readjust this demand zone now to reflect where we are. And what I'm doing at the moment is just lining it up with demand here, support there, supply there, demand. And then this whole area through here, which is quite a clear area of demand and supply on the daily. And we can see that the price is rejecting out of that. If we look in close here at the candles, we're not having any more sustained collapses. So I'm seeing a bit of strength here at the moment. And what I would expect is some buying and then further selling, but nothing too rapid by the looks of it. Maybe this kind of price action over here is what we're in for at the moment. However, at any time it could just keep collapsing. It was quite a strong rejection here with this kangaroo tail on the 13th last Tuesday, so a week ago, and then resultant downfall and break of structure on the daily time frame. On the 4 hour here, we have price nice and steady holding here at the 32,500 area of demand. Okay, 32,500 is this area here, and we see that is holding at the moment. Okay, our break of structure, as talked about yesterday, occurred when we broke 33,500 through the downside of a very strong bearish candle, and now we have a holding pattern here, demand 32,500. And I wouldn't be surprised to see some buying back up to 33,500 or 3,300 before continuation to the downside. But as you can see close up here, we're resting on top of the overhead sliding resistance level, which has now become overhead sliding support. So strong area of demand. We're at the moment 32,500. 4 hour, it is bunching up. We haven't got any too much waterfall decline, and we've got no major news coming out today. However, remembering what happens when something there's always that adage that the bull walks up the stairs and then the bear is thrown out the window. So that's kind of what's happening at the moment. So there's huge collapse to the downside, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a continuation of this waterfall decline throughout the rest of the week. Zooming in now on the 1 hour time frame to get more of a closer look in here. We haven't had that buyback yet, which I was looking for. This buyback to around 3,300. Okay, and our 1 hour demand zone is currently sitting at 3,300. Is our immediate overhead supply zone. So looking at that from that perspective, I am still expecting some buying back up to 3,300 here. However, as I said, the bear gets thrown out the window. This could just continue and continue waterfalling down and breaking this channel. But we can see that this channel we put in yesterday to the downside is holding at the moment, albeit very tight to the downside here. It's hugging its lower sliding support zone, and yeah, just be wary of buying is all I'm saying. Okay, at the moment, be wary of buying. Selling is great. I'm looking for some buyback up to this area here, and then a collapse further down. But look, yesterday said it all. It just continued to collapse to the downside, and we didn't actually hit our target yesterday, which I had a buy order sitting in here, expecting some kind of further buyback to a higher area of supply to the left-hand side of the chart. Yesterday around 33,100, but we just only got back to 3,300. The key level there, rejected it. If you were trading live, you might have seen that beautiful dip here into supply liquidity at 3,300, and then that was at 10:30 a.m. and then the kick down to the downside would have been a lovely trade. So, that would have been a nice trade yesterday. It didn't reach our target, and that's all good. Moving forward, we had a further collapse to the downside. Now we have a flattening out, and we have the index opening as we speak right now at 9:30 a.m. New York time. And what am I looking for right now? Okay, I'm looking for, and I'm doing this right off the cusp right now. I'm looking for probably this kind of action at the moment. Let's see where that goes again. I'm trying to stick to the bands, but also mindful of a very strong downside action at the moment, very strong downside collapse. And with that means we can look at these areas of supply and put in orders. So by that I mean our immediate area of supply is here. Do I think it's going to go past that to the upside? Yes, I do. I feel that we will get some kind of action at least the edge of the bands, and it's always safest just to stick with the bands. Again, coming into Christmas, we could have crazy volatility, we could have nothing, but there's no major news today. So again, the same type of trade is what I'm looking for here. If we clone that, bring it out here, put it something around this area, this is the area of supply I'm looking for, okay? And I'm going to look for that trade there, open up the take profit a little bit to the downside, widen the take profit up a bit, go for like a nice 1 or 2% trade there, okay, and work that area. In terms of buying, let's look. If we bought yesterday, we would have, it would have been hit and miss, and we would have, not really had a good trade. And so I would advise against buying at the moment. Look for these sells. Anything that hits the bottom of the river and then bounces back up. If yesterday it was to come down and then bounce back up here into the top of the red band, these are great sell orders. So, if this does come up and push down and then move back up to the top of this area, you can get in another sell, but just work the sells at the moment. Okay. Stay with momentum. And yeah, just set and forget. So it's the Christmas period. Let's relax, put some sell orders in, just be in flow with the market, not lose track of what we're doing until the holidays are over. But yeah, for me today, right now, that's the safest trade, something in that zone. Thank you very much. Have a beautiful Tuesday, wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.